here goes. Welcome, gentle listener, I am Baldermort, your faithful servant. Alas, today, I will not be discussing the grim darkness of the far future, but the grim darkness of today. Because it seems I may have dropped the ball, as some have politely stated. Thank you for that, by the way. The restraint. And that has been important to me. Very. Because I have recently been doing some adverts for established titles. It's a bit of a gag gift. You buy a little plaque. It calls you a lord, and you have a tiny little patch of earth in Scotland. To me, it is rather confusing, as it's 6 of one and half a dozen of another. They say they have planted over 2 million trees, not in Scotland, but over the world. Their detractors say that this is utter bunkum. It is a lie. Some say it is impossible to own land in Scotland this way, and that statement alone seems solid. So I honestly cannot tell who is right and who is wrong. Thus, I am ending my relationship with established titles. Now on to my defense. Established titles have been advertising on even news channels in America, and I've been told by some people, and reading around the subject, that they have had adverts on TV. Now obviously I can't check that as I live in Blighty, but it is something that made me believe that it was okay. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that this would be a scam when so many very powerful channels were advertising, and that's on all spectrums. On one side you've got, say, the quartering, I believe he's right-wing, and or sort of conservative, and on the other side you have Philip DeFranco, who is left-leaning, I am told. But these are big sites with huge support staffs, the kind of groups that I can't match. I don't have that. I don't have any of that. It's just me, Historisaurus, or Mrs. B as we call her here on this channel, and Lightbringer. And of course my son Mini Bald helps out. But we don't have a huge support staff. We don't have anything, nothing like that. So when these huge producers were doing these things, I thought it would be fine. I'm not trying to shift blame here. I'm just trying to explain how I came to my conclusions. So I believe it was okay. I'd heard the advert so many times, I thought literally nothing of it when they approached our wee channel. So, looking at our bills, our costs, our meagre income, I said yes. Because we don't make the money you think we do. We just don't. I mean, a lot of people have stated what they think that I earn, and I'm like, oh, I wish. No, I don't. We may be loved, we may be adored by some, but we don't get the kind of heavy traffic that other sites do. We don't. The only reason I've got better traffic this month is because I've been doing 3 or 4 videos a week again, because the advertising money just for YouTube ads is really good, and to be honest, I need the money. So when they came with an advert, I said yes, because I don't have the kind of revenue streams other more professional YouTube sites or channels do, because they're into the limelight. I'm a YouTuber, I'm a hero, or whatever, a star, blah blah blah, and people do tend to buy into that narrative, and then pay in these super chats and all such things. And because I am rather shy at the moment, I used to be a lot more outgoing when I was younger, but I'm shy now, so I don't feel that I can give you any kind of real value over talking to your friends, your family. Now on my videos, where I go into details, I think they have worth. So I don't mind, touting the patron, etc. But I don't do it heavily. But I don't have those revenue streams, guys. I don't sell merch. I mean, we sell merch. No one buys it, or very few. So we don't have all these extraneous additional support that other people our size or even smaller do. We're actually quite shoestring budget, but compared to most people of our weight, if you will, by subscribers. And the idea was to basically get a couple of extra quid coming in to make sure I could pay all of the taxes, to make sure I could possibly even buy Mrs. B and Lightbringer and Mini Bald my son something nice for Christmas. And then, of course, anything extra I would then put into the fund. Because what I'm trying to do, what all of these other channels are all about, is gaining the funding. I mean, obviously entertainment, but it's also getting the funding in so I could possibly get some art for my little stories, or maybe, if things turned around, maybe even some animation. So I had a goal, I had a dream, yes, to pay my bills, yes, to eat, yes, to possibly buy something nice for family, but also to then possibly, maybe one day, actually improve the channel in a way which would really make it a spectacle. Not for the money again, but to give back to the community that I so love, because they've been so kind to me. An old man, basically, talking into a microphone, and the response has been absolutely overwhelming. I still can't believe it most days. But again, being overwhelmed doesn't mean there's a lot in my bank account. I don't buy new cars. I don't even have a car. We'll put it that way. I'm not saying I'm poor. I'm just saying I don't make the millions you think I do. I don't. So I accepted what I thought was a harmless gag gift with a potentially positive outcome as they planted new trees, because I wanted to be able to stop worrying about the bills. And I am sorry if you felt I let you down. That was never my intention, and I hope you can see that. Because you know I could create clickbait. I could turn this into a vampire site moaning endlessly on about Warhammer, because it gets so many hits these days. But I won't do it because people come to me to relax, I think. And I honestly believe that is what you've been all telling me. You come here to relax and possibly even get some sleep. Or to just listen and have something else going on, a distraction during a hard work shift or on the way back from home so you can de-stress and wipe that stress off you. That's why we do it. That's why I'm here. That's why I tell stories, and I walk around in my garden until 2 o'clock in the morning trying to find something which I think is cool, and that you might think is cool. So there we go. So please do not think poorly of me. Anyone can hate my voice. That's fine. My accent, my delivery, the dramatic way I do things, all fine. They can call me an absolute idiot. I get it. Nothing is for everyone. But I have never tried to pull the wool over anyone's eyes, and I have never been greedy. Never. I've just tried to live, guys. That's it. Okay? And tried to dare to dream of something a bit more impressive. That's all. But I'm not greedy. Okay? And I hope you can feel that with every fibre of your being. Because being a nice guy and a wholesome channel is not because we cannot do anything else. If anyone's listened to me whenever I've worked with say, Major Kill, etc., I can be vicious. Being nice is a choice. It's a bar. It's a promise. And it's a choice I try to stick to every day, with every video, with every interaction. Sometimes I fail when someone's been very nasty and a troll. But most of the time, I like to think that I succeed. Doesn't make me better than anybody else. I never believe that. It's just my channel is where you come to de-stress, to relax, and to just disappear in another world for a short period of time. And that's it. That's what we do here. So to anyone who feels that they have been wronged, this is my heartfelt apology. Okay? I am sorry. I am sorry. Thank you for your patience and for your precious time. Usual videos will come out later on in the week. Now, no matter what you do today, do try to make some time for fun. Toodaloo.